Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome back to Mega Man Battle Network 3. Now, you might be sitting here thinking, well, Mr. 250, you finished with the Mega Man Battle Network 3 almost like 6 months ago. Maybe 5, something like that. And you'd be mostly right. However, I'm also a little bit sick, sorry, you can probably hear that, I can't tell how well that's going through. But there's also this little set of things you can kind of do once the game's done. Or mostly done. And Ice went to the trouble, I want to get this out of the way, thank you Ice, of basically playing through the entire game and then setting me up with a lot of really good chips so that I could get through some of the stuff at the end of the game. I'm not doing all of it, there's an absurd amount of stuff to do, but I'm going to do some of it. He's got some good chips in here, he really does. And that folder back. And let's see, folder 2. Folder 2 is a special folder for taking out specific enemies, but it's kind of a weird, odd grab bag of stuff. It's not all bad, it's just weird. And Ice actually showed me how to get through all this, so hopefully we should be able to do it, but basically all we're doing here is we are going through a special area of the web that you can only get when you're at this point in the game, more or less. Or, I guess it's late game, I think you can get there a little bit earlier, but you can only complete it once you've gotten this far. And we're going to go through that, just through the special area. Then we're going to defeat some special bosses, and we'll cut it off before we get to some of the more annoying parts, but it should be interesting, and with some video editing I'm going to be doing, it should be fairly fast-paced, comparably to what I'm going to be experiencing. I'm not sure right now, but I'd wager it's going to be close to about 2 hours for you guys, while for me it'll be closer to 4, maybe 5. But regardless, we're going to start this off with going and battling Proto Man on Hades Isle, and we're going to be making a lot of video cuts in order to facilitate this whole thing. So I'll see you guys over there. Alright, so the first guy we're going here, and this guy's just optional. I figured we'd warm up on him because it has been a while since I played Battle Network 3. So I need a little bit of warm up. We're going to start with Chad here. Let me make sure I've got my mouse off of the screen. I can't remember if that's a problem or not. It's been so long since I've recorded Game Boy Advance. So you came. And yeah, we're going to net battle with Chad. And I'll give you an opportunity to see this new deck. These are cards that I don't normally use, however, Ice has given me a bit of a crash course in using them, and then I've also got my grass stage to fall back on. There's a couple more things we'll show, but seriously, Ice, this is pretty amazing. Like, all of this. And it's probably going to... Whoa! Yeah, it's going to take me a little bit to get used to all this again. But there are some ridiculously high-powered chips and combos in here. And there's a decent chance that it's going to take me the better part of an hour to, like, get better at this game again. Let's see. A few more things to go over. Mega Man is much stronger right now. We have a very powerful Mega Buster, does 10 damage a shot. We've got pretty good charge time. We've got, basically all the bells and whistles that you could really get without doing strange things. We've got this cool folder back thing that Ice showed me, where you get your entire folder back all over again, and it's kind of amazing. And I like it. Oh, dang it, I missed him. Yeah, and then we also have grass stage to fall back on a lot, because there's a decent chance I'm going to do very badly. Oh, yeah, there we go. Double hit him. Nice. So we got Proto Man data. I was only testing you this time. Come back when you get stronger. I'll show you a battle. Okay. Anyway, let's see. A few other things to note. I've got 350 bug frags. We need most of these. We've also got a lot of Zennies. Let's see what else. Like I said, Mega Man is tricked out. Our Navi Customizer does weird things because we have this bug stop program, which keeps bugs from happening, which means we're allowed to put weird things next to each other that we aren't normally allowed to do. We've got maximized buster abilities, and then we've got a bunch of these weapon level ups, so that we I think we do faster charges. There's one other thing I wanted in here, I think. I mean, seriously, Ice just wouldn't, like, grind it all this out practically. He did do a little bit of cheating along the way, but, I mean, he did some good work. Does that work? Can we run that like that? Yes, excellent. You gotta love Bug Stop. Oh, wait, no. Why isn't it working? What about the humor? Didn't I install that? That's sad. We're gonna have to remove this, I know. It's not a tactically smart decision, but we've gotta have humor in there. Can you tell me a joke? I was just chatting with a Mashi the other day. You mean that virus that looks like a mushroom? Aren't they dangerous? Normally they are, but he was pretty funky. That joke is in really sport taste, Mega Man. Best part of this. Okay, next thing we have to do, let's see. We have to get this, hammer mystery data. It's important for going through the rest of this area, which is an Undernet 7, which is, I believe, in that area behind the pool, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna be doing a bit of running off camera because this does take a while. Also, we have our lovely speed up button that makes everything much better on my end. But yeah, we'll be over there in a minute as soon as we go to the right place. Did I say pool? I meant bath, and when I said bath, I really meant Skylab. What we actually need to do, I was a little bit mistaken. We don't go to that part of the Undernet. We have to go to a different part of the Undernet where we got the where I don't even remember anymore, but I'm going to show you. Okay, you might remember this. Up about here, we have this little hole that Drill Man made a while ago. But we need to go back here. And assuming I don't get lost, yeah. I actually spent quite a long time in this area before, and I didn't know where to go. And if I don't do this wrong, we will hopefully find how to go. We need to get a chip called Hammer. Or not a chip, it's a mystery data called Hammer, which, while seeming like it should be a whole lot like the Hammer virus, or the Hammer chip we can get, seems unnecessary, but for some reason it's important. Now, this is one of the things that this whole strategy plays off of, is this Gaia Blade and Gaia Sword. I have one of each that Ice has so lovingly given me. So, I believe Gaia Blade is like a wide sword, while Gaia Sword is like a long sword. And you can basically stack chips behind it, and it takes their power and adds it to its own, which is really powerful. We're not going to do much with it right now, but it is very powerful. Up here, okay. Go up here. See, that we can go through here. There's a few different ways to do this. There's one way over here where we talk to this guy, and he's like, hungry, must find bug frags. And then we give him bug frags, and he's like, oh, thanks, buddy. And I'm like, you're welcome. You can also find cool stuff like pawn. And these curtains, we can't get through until we're the king of the Undernet, which is something that we're going to be doing today. But not yet. Well, by today I mean through these episodes. I don't know how often I'll release them, maybe like one a day, or one every other day, I don't know. I was told a lot of crazy things, honestly. Like this Flame Man guy, he's actually really powerful. We're going to try to defeat them with this. Maybe. Never mind, actually. We're not. Because stupid panels are broken. But I was told how to actually aim his attack, which is super useful. Oh gosh! Help! Now I'm going to die. There we go. I was told how to aim it, which actually helps a lot. Among other things, I'll be showing more things later that I've learned. Alright, up here. So, up here we have this. Some mystery data called Hammer. So, yeah, this is important also. We can't go back here yet. The store shall open only for the truly strong. Yeah, we'll get to that later. That's actually probably one of the last things we're going to be doing. And now that we've got this, we need to actually head where I was first thinking, which is over by the bath in Yoka. So let's go there. Alright, so back here again. We go down the elevator, we go to the fancy part of the internet, yet again. This was like the area where we had to grab some blue fire and we found out we're the chosen one or something along those lines. And for the most part it seemed like there was nothing else here. Well, apparently there's more. Cool bloopy sounds. And yes, we are in a special area to say the least. A secret area in the Undernet Square. Be careful. We will have to. Secret 1. This area is very dangerous, and there will be plenty of times where I will probably be making both regular and emulator saves, because this area, I'm pretty sure, is going to be very difficult. So there's a couple things we need to do here. Let's see. One thing. We can't actually jack out. We have to walk back to this portal, and then we can jack out. Like I said, it's dangerous. And then there's going to be some funny viruses we're going to be fighting soon. Anyway, we can take that hammer we got and attack this monolith. So we're going to use it. And what that does is it opens up the path, but it lets go of a bunch of viruses that we'll fight really quick. Using my overpowered chips. Ooh, this plasma guy, he's quite powerful. In fact, we're going to try to do a technique with him. Just to wipe out everybody in one turn. He does so many hits, is this thing. No, somebody stepped on it, punk. Ruining my day. Okay, whatever. Also, apparently there's some more techniques we could have had if we had the ability to trade chips via link cable. You know, if we had an actual system rather than using emulators. Which we're kind of wanting to see if we can do sometime, because there's some even more interesting techniques you can do. Let's see, how are we going to do this one? I suppose this will do some damage. Not quite enough, but it'll do some. Oh, maybe not. Well, there we go. The Buster's helpful, but due to the powerful chips, there are ways to even do even more damage. Like, these Magnum 3s and the Flame Man do tons of damage. Like right here. Flame Man's basically a large portion of this deck is overpowered, and the rest of the chips in it are to make it even more powerful. Like, let's set up this guy. Watch that. Look at that. Destroyed him. Thanks again, Ice, by the way. Very nice. Let's see. Can I land it? I'm gonna have to work on my accuracy on that, I'm sure. But yeah, you can do loads of damage if you're really careful. Alright, what are we gonna do? And there's a lot of type advantages, like, we have a lot of fire chips in our deck. Which, if we do it carefully, like not that, we can take out a lot of these enemies really easy. And I landed it in the exact same spot. That's disappointing. Alright, one down. Let's try to not do that again. Well, so he was showing me these really cool techniques you could do. The problem is you have to be somewhat accurate to actually do them. So I may have to work on that one a bit. I really don't want to do anything that'll give him an advantage, like heal that guy, because he is pretty close to being down with. Oh, there we go. That works. And these viruses aren't too bad. Some of the ones that actually roam around the area are a bit sketchy to deal with, but these ones aren't too bad. There we go. It's all these enemies I hated so much now on my side. Oh yeah, we have to be careful of holy panels, because now that I actually know what they do, they make their side take half damage, which is great. Oh boy, we're about to get hit. Dodge! Nope, that's okay. These spices do a lot of damage. If we can actually get them all to land. Yeah, all of these monoliths do a lot of not good for us. And I will probably be using my Mega Buster quite a bit, just to help combat the fact that I'm still not very good at using these chips well. Though I do know a few techniques. Ice taught me some of them. Like these ones. And I have to be careful of that enemy, because that enemy heals itself a lot really fast. In fact, I think the best way to deal with them would be to do I cannot speak. Use a very powerful combo on him and not get comboed to death. Okay, you know what? There's an easy way to go about this. There really is. As long as we have Undershot, that keeps us from going below 1 HP. We can't die. So that gives us like a safety net to work with. And then we can show them extreme prejudice in our dealings. Or, you know, he'll just heal all his health up majorly quickly. What the heck? Look at that. Ridiculous. But you know what? You know what? This thing does more damage than he has health, so that'll work. That's another thing we can do. We can use these grass panels as really powerful techniques to give us double damage by using a fire attack on top of it. Let's save after that. That was a series of somewhat difficult battles. Let's see, you may pass, O bester of the 4 questionnaires. This happens when you answer all the questions from the people who ask questions. I forget what they're called. I can't remember. That chip wasn't important. This way I found is actually not important to go down, but I figured we might as well. Anyway, I want to skip random battles, because the random battles aren't that important. I'll show, like, in other important battles, but not the random battles, I feel. Alright. Let's see what else is back here. Random mystery data. Okay, that's it. So there wasn't a ton to go for this way. Now, let's see. Do we have any sneak runs? We do. Let's see if it works. I wanted to find out if sneak run would actually block viruses around here. I have a feeling it won't, since all the viruses back here are incredibly strong. Oh, wow. Yep, that's where I was supposed to go. There's this interesting little spot that we have to hit. Now, this is going to be iffy, because I was shown how to go through with this, and if you know what you're doing, it isn't that bad. I'm not 1,500% sure I know what I'm doing. Yeah, actually, this is going to go very poorly, I feel. My only real goal is to try to constantly keep running onto the grass panels. There we go. These enemies have auras, as you can see, and they're dangerous. And I'm going to abuse the crap out of the fact that I have a grass panel over here. And take down that guy's shield. Oh crap, out of grass panels. Well, almost. Oh, nice. This guy is not as bad as the others. We just have to be careful not to take any damage while we're flailing about with him. And the reason we have to do this, by the way, fight this guy, is in order to get to some of these final enemies, we have to have seen, or not seen, have gotten every single chip, every single standard chip in the game. Which, to do that, involves getting some of these enemies. The virus you deleted is coming back. Who is it, really? The virus is staring at Mega Man. It seems that it won't attack. Is this what the guy at the Skylab meant by cleaning a virus? Yeah, it seems pretty tame. Not violent at all. I'll try sending it into the virus breeder. Lan, let's look into this more later. Good idea, Mega Man. Check it out for me. So yeah, that'll be important later. In fact, let me take a look at our library. Yeah, we're missing one chip. If you can see, we're at 199 out of 200. So we're going to skip down a bit. I believe it's like 180 something down here. Yeah, 182. We need that. And we'll get that by finding the rest of these guys. There's some more around here. Let's see, what next? I'm following a list of what I should be doing. Okay, I need to get to Area 3, which I believe is up this way. And, oh, okay, these towers are dangerous. Like I said, I'm still sick, so I have to take breaks occasionally to cough. Anyway, I'm gonna take the liberty of, first off, taking the, what is it? Folder back out of here. Let's replace it with something temporarily. And then we're going to put the folder back in here. We'll replace Gutsman. And we'll replace it with folder back. There we go. And, oh yeah, did I actually switch it? No, I didn't. We're going to use folder 2. These things are interesting. Security system activated. Intruder detected. Leave immediately. Lan, do you want to try to hack the security system? Probably not, but we're going to do it anyway. So these enemies are called Number 1, Number 2, and Number 3. They're an interesting bunch, and what's special about them is that you have to attack with whatever their health is, or you won't kill them. Like, it has to just be one attack for that much. You have to attack only the one that's white, and you can't attack any of the other ones. So if I were to attack 2, they'd hit me with, I think, I was told, a 1000 HP attack. That would kill me if I didn't have Undershot, that thing that keeps me at 1 HP. Now, as you'll see, I can't do anything. Now if I were to shoot this one, I get hit with a really powerful attack that almost kills me. Luckily, I'm on grass panels, so I'm okay. But what we've got to do is we've got to kill this guy without touching anybody else. Now, there's a decent chance I'm going to screw this up, so I'm actually going to make a save state just to make this a little faster. Nice. First one down. Now number 2 is able to be attacked. Ooh. I was told we could actually... Well, no, actually that won't be helpful yet. We'll use copy damage later. I was told how to use that. Okay, let's try it again. Nope. That's okay. We can fix mistakes like that because we have that thing called folder back, which allows us to basically get all of our chips back. It's a, I would have to say, quite powerful thing that makes it so you pretty much don't run out of chips. And a neat thing to be sure. Alright, give me a second till I find some more chips. I'll actually have to start putting some in my add pile, so hold on. Okay, we can actually do this. If we add 30 extra damage to this bomb, and we just throw it at him, that should kill him. And now all we have left is this one. So we need one more attack that can do 250 damage. Now, if we put some more grass out, and then we would use that Magnum 3, then we could get him. So we're going to do that really quick. Let's get that Magnum. I know I'm speeding it up, but I think it really helps with this type of stuff. There we go. That first one was relatively easy. Later on, it's going to be more difficult. So there's a guy here. So you're from the surface. Well, try not to get yourself killed around here. Yeah. There's a bunch of dudes around here that give you hints for what to do next in the game, because even with them, it's very difficult to figure out anything like this. The ending part of this game doesn't really tell you how to do much of anything. You have to figure out a lot of it yourself, which is interesting. Also, I forgot to change my deck back. We're going to change it back. That deck's only really useful for taking out those really high-powered enemies. It's difficult to use otherwise. Alright, back again. I switched out the folder and everything already. What do we got up here? Getting on 3. Apparently that's useful. I don't really know what to do with it right now. Also got some zinnies. And I think that's it for this area. Now I gotta figure out where to go next. Hold on one second. Oh, I think it might be down here. There we go. Yeah, it was at the bottom of this big plaza area is where we have to go next. Okay, let's keep going. There's a guy over here. Our Lord Serenade has set in place great monoliths. These stones are used to seal away evil viruses. If you do not wish to die, then do not break the stones. But there is only one thing in this world which may break them. The thing which Serenade has made. It lies at the edge of the internet, the hammer. Yeah, so if you didn't know about the hammer, that would give you at least a tiny bit of a clue. Though, I gotta say, that's a pretty crappy clue. Like, you don't really know exactly where to go with that. But whatever. Alright. Oh no, Sneak Run ran out. It was totally helping us. Alright, there's another one here. We're gonna fight him again. It's interesting because I was talking to Ice about this yet again. You know, we were talking a lot about this whole thing. It's like this section of the game is like a puzzle game, which is really weird because Mega Man is obviously nowhere near a puzzle game, but it's kind of odd. It's like this tiny little section of game is like a puzzle game, and I don't know whether that's, you know, a good thing or a bad thing. As a whole, it's interesting to be sure. What am I looking for? I'm looking for... Ah, there we go, folder back. So we'll put folder back into our deck again. I'm gonna have to do this every time I fight one of these, pretty much, just to be safe. So yeah, I'll attack the security system. This one's a little more difficult. So the first one's not too bad. We can wipe them out pretty easy, honestly. We're just gonna capture area, but you will notice that instead of 1, 2, 3, now there's just 1 and 2. This poses an interesting challenge to us. That means I have to take out both of the number 2s in one blow with 250 damage on each of them. We'll get into that, how to do that in a minute. But it's a little harder. Not impossible, obviously, but it's a little harder. In fact, I think I'm going to try that again, but I'm going to go for a, just a save state so I can try to land the shot a bit better so it doesn't take me as long. Alright, let's give that a shot again. Nope. Why do I keep hitting the middle one constantly? There we go. Alright, that's the first one down. Now we have to get these back two. Which, there's a couple different ways we can do this yet again. One of the easier ways might be using the Gaia Sword. We are going to... We need more chips, hold on. Let me see if I can get us the right chips. Okay, here's something we can do I was told about. We can use Lance not to hurt them, but to push them onto the same line. So let's do that first. Alright, now they're in the same column as each other, which means now we'd have the opportunity to hit both of them with a Gaia Blade. So what we're going to do, we're going to grab Gaia Blade and load up some more chips on that. Now like I said before, Gaia Blade takes whatever chips you choose after it and just starts stacking their damage together. Which would mean that if I guess you can't stack another Gaia Blade on a Gaia Blade, that would make sense. Oh, I'm full actually. Which would mean that after we grab the square, and we now have a really powerful sword. Except I screwed it up again, dang it. Luckily we have this other one that we prepared ahead of time. It's like one of those TV cooking shows. And we can kill him that way. Now what do we get? We've got money! Everyone loves money. Let me switch all this back. Oh, wait. I'm an idiot. I forgot to switch to folder 2. Whoops. Alright, we got it back. Let's keep going. Very nice watery world we've got here. But of course we have to keep going. You may pass, O gatherer of 140 fragments of power. The door opens. That means at this point we have to have had 140 chips picked or gotten. What's that strange feeling I get here? Shh. Who's there? Show yourself as Mega Man's neck does increasingly odd things. Shh. Oh no! Who are you? Number 9634. Shh. Who are you? Shh. My name is Darkman. I am an assassin of the darkness. After I'm done with you, I will only need 366 more kills. Until my goal of 10,000. Shh. Please, don't take this personally. Shh. This guy's serious. Lan, he's coming. Ready, Mega Man? Battle routine set. Execute. Prepare to enter the dark forever. Ha ha ha. Alright, Darkman. I don't remember Ice was showing me him. I don't remember him being particularly difficult. But setting down a grass stage should... Never mind, he's gonna burn everything, I forgot. Well, maybe this won't be as easy. Yeah, I forget, he changes attack patterns based upon what color he is. That's what it is. And I was told an easy way to get past this was with a Metagel, which we will be using. All we have to do is hop up here, and we're safe. Except for the fact that he's going to be constantly burning me. That's okay, we can just be super cheap by running on a grass panel every 3 seconds. Please don't hit myself. There we go. Oh no, he was invincible. That's not great. I mean, I was going to do this lovely thing where he keeps throwing around axes constantly. I'd love to land this on him when he's on a grass panel. Oh, don't miss, don't miss, don't miss. I missed. Great. Good work. I could have used a Metagel and gave myself a better chance of actually landing that. Oh, this is really going poorly. Now I don't have my safety blanket to work on anymore. Oh yeah. This might be it. It's a good thing I saved ahead of time. Because this might be it, unless I can out-damage him really quick. If he walks into that. Nope, nope. We're just pretty much screwed at this point. Yep. Let's try that again, shall we? Okay, new technique. Let's just push him all the way to the back of his lane. And see, as long as we stand here and just block the crap out of him, it'll be a lot easier to land any actual attacks we want to land on him. Oh boy, this might kill him. This might kill him. Yes, excellent. That works pretty well. You will be sorry that I didn't delete you. Just wait until you feel the dark of the underling. Serenade. Underking. Continue on and meet your deletion. By the way, the Thunder King they're referring to is S from the main story. He's actually the #1 undernet person, which if you remember, we were going through that section and trying to get to there, but we never actually did, but we achieved our goal regardless. That Dark Man, he was stronger than a ranked operator. And he even said that there are even stronger Navis here. And the Underking Serenade? Yeah, this area seems different from all the others. We'll need to be especially careful. I agree. Alright, so we're not that far, honestly, in our whole list of things. But we're going to stop here for today, and I'll come back here next time. We have quite a bit to do. That which is real is not only that which you see. Do not forget that. Yeah, this means that the paths up here are kind of shifty. Anyway, yeah. I'm going to come back here next time and continue from here, so see you guys then.